Guys, welcome to episode number 13 of the Derby Current Live, and to start off this episode, we're currently 5th in the table. However, a win will put us back into the Champions League spaces. Crystal Palace are currently in the relegation zone with 19th place with 20 points, of course. We've got a pretty easy episode if you look at where they are in the table. We've got Crystal Palace to kick it off, who are 19th. Then we've got Bournemouth, then we've got Sunderland, then we've got Aston Villa. We've got all three of the teams in the relegation zone, plus Bournemouth, who are, let's have a quick look where they are in the table. Bournemouth are in 7th, so maybe a bit of a tougher game, but still to play all three of the relegation teams, we should be able to easily win those games. So let's kick it off with the game at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. Here we are then at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. Looking at their lineup, it looks like they've got Townsend and Tompkins in the team. Connor Wickham up front, Palacios on the right, Loftus-Cheek, Milojevic, Soiree, and who's that in the middle? Mamadou Sakho, Riedewald, Janmaat, and that Hungarian goalkeeper. I don't even want to try to pronounce his name. Against the 5 at the back again. We kind of hit and miss against that formation, so it'll be interesting to see how we do today. Chance here for Lawrence to run straight through the defence. Now with the shot and with the goal. Thank God for that. We just needed that. We have made a couple of substitutions, just bringing on Adams and Ciceretti. A bit more pace out wide will help out. But again, Tom Lawrence is the man in the last episode. Helped out a lot, and he's done it again in this episode to kick it off in the 67th minute. He could have had a couple in the first half, but it's taken him a while. But he's finally found the back of the net. 2 minutes left in this game. I kind of just want to keep it in the corner, but at the same time, I would like to get the second goal. Of course, goal difference may be a factor at the end of the season. If we can get another goal, then that would be absolutely great. There it is, full time against Crystal Palace. Not the most convincing of wins at all, but away from home, defensively with 5 at the back, with the extra 3 in front, it's ridiculous. Like, they didn't have a single shot. If they got a point from that game, I would have been very disappointed. But we managed to get all 3. So with that win, it does put us all the way up to 3rd in the table. It's stupidly tight at the moment. If we drop points, like if we lose, for example, we could drop all the way down to 6th. It's a massive difference between Europa League and, well, there's not many difference in points, but in terms of, obviously, rewards, there's only a matter of points between it. So, only 6 points off the top, but Chelsea do have a game in hand, so title's probably out the window, unless we win pretty much every game. I'm glad we got that point against Man United, but it would have been amazing if we won that game. But nevertheless, we're going to have to go against Bournemouth at the Vitality. They're just below us. They're about 7th to 8th, so a pretty decent opponent, of course. I'm not 100% sure what the result was in the last game, and we're not too good looking on fitness. I may have to make a couple of changes here and there. Bellarabi just doesn't quite have the stamina I'd hope he had. Here we are then against Bournemouth. It is incredible how small their stadium is for saying they are a Premier League team. Probably going to look at improving that in the next few years, hopefully in real life. Looking at their team, there's a few players that you might notice that we used to have. Shane Coleman at right back, Ake, Santos and Daniels, Begovic in goal. Mahoney at right mid, Arter, Pasalic, Carvalho, Jerry in the centre forward position, and about 30, what would he be about now? He'd be about 37, 38 years old, Jermaine Defoe, up front, leading the line for Bournemouth. It'll be interesting to see if our former players score against us. We obviously sold both Jerry and Barretton to Bournemouth for quite good money, to be honest. Now to Ciceretti. Cuts back. Ball goes in. It's a really good ball. Simon's on the end of it, and he is onside. I was worrying again that he was offside, but luckily he was on, and we've made it 1-0 in the first 20 minutes. It's important we get these early goals, because it really does dictate the way the game unfolds, of course. Don't know what that shot was ridiculous. It's obviously because Bournemouth Stadium is so small, the amount of fans there, the camera placed weird. But yeah, I thought he was offside for a moment, but clearly not. And he is the shortest man on the pitch, but he's won the header with his 8th goal this season. He's been, I've said it so many times, but he's been the best signing in this series. Chance here for Bournemouth with the shot now and with the goal. Jermaine Defoe holding it up, waiting for the runs. Eventually, number 39, who is Carvalho, finds the back of the net, 6th goal of the season. Pretty much their first attack as well, and they've got the goal. Last chance to get a goal and get the 3 points. Ciceretti's here, get a good ball into the back post. It's a great ball. Oh, it's just too much to Adams, and it is. Full time at the Vitality. It is a 1-1 draw in the end. It seems to be a common score quite recently, literally in the last 5 or 6 games. It's probably happened at least 3 or 4 times. Probably a fair result, and just keeps us in and around. Just looking at the calendar then, we've got Aston Villa and Sunderland next, both in the relegation zone, then Swansea at home, then Southampton, then Watford, then 3 games, and we're done. Simple as that, we're done for the season, and then we'll be doing the Euros. So, looking at the table, we are currently in 5th. If we win the game, because everyone else has played their game in hand, we will go back into the top 4. We need to win this game. It will put us just in place of Everton, and everyone else will drop down. 18th in the table, Aston Villa. But we really struggled against Palace. So you never know. It may be just another defensive performance that makes the game difficult. We may only get a point. A point will still put us into 5th. So we just need to get something from this game. Ideally, a win. Back at home then against Aston Villa this time. We did recently play them in real life, of course, and won 2-0. Hopefully that's the result for today. Looking at their team, they've got Vargas in goal, Aguilar at right back, Chester and Awazim at centre back, Marin at left back, Bradley Johnson, the holding midfielder, still playing for Aston Villa, Glenn Whelan, who gifted us some great goals at the last weekend, probably by now, Jedinak, El Ghazi, Admielson and Jack Grealish, most diving player in the world. So yeah, we've had to make a few changes. Rawson comes into the team, and George Thorne and Charlie Austin up front. We just need the strikers to score some goals. Like, Tammy Abraham's really not done that well since January. Corner of them, first 12 minutes. It's gone into Emerson. It's a good delivery into Simon with a fantastic header from the Nigerian. The shortest man on the pitch, again finding the back of the net with his head to make it 1-0 and to get us a great start in this game. Just the best signing, really. When you look back at it, back in the day, 2 seasons ago now, incredible. There it is, full time against Aston Villa. Again, not the most convincing of victories, but a victory is a victory at the end of the day, and probably did deserve it. Just we can't score with our strikers at the moment. Both Tammy and Charlie just really struggling to do anything. Maybe giving Che Adams a go up front. Maybe I should do that. Into the next game against Sunderland then. They are currently bottom of the table, I think. Yeah, bottom of the table. We've played Aston Villa and Palace and beaten them 1-0. Will it be another 1-0 victory against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, of course? I think we will finish off the episode. Is it with this game? Yeah, it's with this game, so this will be the final. Not the most thrilling of episodes, I must say. It's really been one of those, like, yeah, we're just playing all the teams in the bottom half of the table, if that's alright, cool. But we got a good end to the season, at least. We've got a solid end. I'm not 100%, so I'll play this game, and then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. I may be tempted to simulate one of these. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe the Swansea game. But I think either I do a big episode for the last episode, or I do 2 little ones where I do 2 threes. We'll see what comes up. But yeah, let's go into the final game of this episode at least, against Sunderland. Hopefully we can get another victory. I will use our black kit actually. We haven't used this in a while. If it wants to work, there we go. This was actually the first fixture on this career mode, if you remember, way back when we started. Obviously, Sunderland against Derby was the first game of the season. They are playing a 4-4-2. Mika in goal, Corbett right back, Giulio Boggi, Kone Asuna, Wes Kazri at left mid, Paddy McNair, Catamo, Romeo, Harnick and Casiera. Don't know who he is, but it's a 4-4-2. Should do alright if we won the last 2 games, but you never know. Chance here for Sunderland. It's in a great... Oh, it's in the back of the net. Oh, this game is so fucking annoying. Who is it? Arnick. Okay. I hate the fact that momentum is such a factor in this game. Because I just paused it and changed my formation, that just messed the momentum up, and that just led that goal to happen. It's just like, really? Should that really be a factor in the game? But it is. It's FIFA 18. And that's how it works. But we're probably going to drop points now against Sunderland, bottom of the table. Overlap of Adams. I just need a goal. I can't drop points against bloody Sunderland. Somehow their keeper's ridiculous. Austin with the volley, and it's gone in. Thank God for that. Charlie Austin. Oh, we needed that goal. We've managed to get it. Literally chopped the kitchen sink. I don't know what he's doing there. Like, just don't head it back in the danger zone, maybe. He's there, though. Charlie Austin with his 2nd goal this season for us. And even a point's not good enough, really. And there it is, full time against Sunderland. We've got a point. Oh, why am I finding it so difficult? Like, the fucking goalkeepers are stupid. when there's 13 saves there. There's no need. There's no need. He's probably like 70 rated, but when you come against these teams that are way lower than you, for some reason the sliders are in their favour, an absolute ton. 3 weeks out for Kerr as well. He got a sprained ankle in that game. We did take him off, but it's a real shame because he's been a great player this season, and that probably puts him out for most of it. So a little bit of a shame. We've only got 8 games left. I put Wilson onto the bench, but yeah, just looking at the calendar to finish off this episode, it would have been amazing if we won that game, but no, Sunderland just one attack pretty much, and they score the goal. Looking at the calendar then, we've got Swansea and Southampton to finish off the month, and then we've got May, and then we're done. We've got 5 games left. Is that 5? 6. 6 games left, and then we're done. So I'm not 100% sure if I'll play all those games. I might be tempted to simulate 1 or 2. I'll probably play them. I'm like 90% sure I'll probably play them. So, yeah, we're going to have to put someone else onto the training session. What I'm actually going to do is put Bellarabi on. Even though he's 30, his stamina just needs to do something because it's really annoying that it's that low. So, yeah, we're going to end off the episode here. A bit of a shame we drew against Sunderland, but nevertheless, it's kind of annoying because their point doesn't actually help them. Well, it does help them, but, like, they're still not going to stay up. Like, there's a stupid amount. They probably already relegated him, frankly. There's only 6 games left of the season. So, yeah, looking at the table, an extra 2 points would have been absolutely lovely. Now we need to win one of those last 3 games, I think. We desperately need to win at least one of them. At least Manchester City is one of those games, so we can, obviously, if we beat them, stay in the top 4. But, yeah, I think the title's out the window now for us. It's only between Man United, maybe Liverpool, and obviously Chelsea at number 1. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. It's kind of crazy how Spurs and Arsenal are just always like mid-table, bottom half. Like, why are they so bad? I'm not 100% sure. But nevertheless, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you do leave a like, rate and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And see you soon. Bye.